Greetings everyone, it's Greifer here. Today we're looking at the HMS Incomparable. Not the Incomparable, the Incomparable, a premium United Kingdom battleship. And it was designed by John Jackie Fisher. He wanted to build the largest battleships ever for the Royal Navy. Mounting 20-inch guns, battle cruisers in effect. And that's why, and they were the Incomparable class, and we now have them in the game. So the Incomparable will be available in patch 11.00. This should be roughly mid-late January of 2022, and will be available for 31,000 steel. Now, I built my captain or my vessel around survivability, so concealment expert, fire prevention, emergency repair, and all getting about those repairs going. Now, survivability, you can see she comes as a tier 10 with 70,000 hit points. She has a 25mm bow, 102mm fore-end plates, 152mm armor on the sides. Her citadel is fairly long and midship, just above the water, and is only protected by 32mm of armor, and the citadel or armor belt of 279mm. So she feels very similar to the HMS Hood for those that have played her. She's a fast but agile ship. She has a 21% torpedo protection. So overall, low hit point pools for a BB. She does get a super heal, which we will touch upon later. Vulnerable citadel if showing too much side. But for me, this is where it's at. She has 3x2 508mm guns. 20-inch guns for those that like that designation. She comes in the A, B and X configuration. That's two guns mounted, or two turrets mounted at the fore of the ship and one at the aft. She can overmatch 35mm of armor. She has a 29-second reload stock, and the turrets traverse 30 seconds. She can fire broadsides up to 30 degrees fore and aft, so that means, as you can see here, she can get all her guns to bear quite comfortably. Oh, that's a nice sound. Quite comfortably going in the forward position or kiting out. She has a base stock range for her guns of 17.6 kilometers. You can see here you get access to a spotter plane as well. AP has standard 45 to 60 degree penetration angles. So I mentioned that the guns can overmatch 35mm of armor. These guns will absolutely murder cruisers who get caught nose in. And any BBs or cruisers that show it broadside as well, she will totally disrespect her. AP shells that do a maximum damage of 19,500 per shell. Probably one of the few Royal Navy battleships you will exclusively fire AP from. Now, I believe this battleship is best suited to a flank or a roaming role. As you can see here, I've got a div mate in a Minotaur ahead of me, and I'm just following him in. 10.6 kilometer detect. Des Moines, they know of fire, but they still can't see me. So as long as you remain dark, she has a lot of versatility. I've popped a speed boost here, torpedoes, which I'll touch upon shortly. Now for secondary guns, she has 11 by 2 102mm guns, 7.4 kilometer range, reload of every 3 seconds, normal BB accuracy, so nothing great, but look, when you're coming in that close, at least they're going to fire at a good rate. Torpedo, she has two sets, one set per side of 2x4 533mm torpedoes. These are 10 kilometers in range, 62 knots, and a max damage per torp of 16,767. So they do pack a big punch, those torpedoes, if you get into the range. You can use them as aerial denial. I like to play them as, if you're getting close, that they're there available and ready to be used. One of my issues with her is anti-air. She has 6 flak bursts from 3.5 to 5.8 kilometers, 1400 flak or shell burst dispersion. So I don't think she has the best AA. Outer mark up to 5.8. It's only 116 DPS. Mid is 620. That's at 3.5 Ks. And short at 2 kilometers or less is 273. So she has a bit of continuous damage. But I think it's a little underwhelming. If you get a CV that focuses you without any support, if it's a good CV player, you're going to really need to use your maneuverability to get around it. So here you go, my secondaries are going off. You can see I have been using my hydro and speed. They both run for the same amount of time. And I'm sure the enemy will be surprised to see that there is a BB literally this close and this far down. 10.6 concealment, as you can see. This is with the concealment module and captain. AP goes out. Nose in Des Moines. 14-3, 1 over 2 pens. Still not a bad return. That Des Moines is hurt. But coming up ahead, you can see I'm being engaged. The Monty used to be there. I'm being engaged by a Petropavlovsk and a Conqueror. Now, most of these 2 boats are feared by many. Well, the Petro's not feared by many at 5,000 hit points. The Des Moines getting some good shells in here. You can see that super heal heals up to just under 37,000 hit points on the Royal Navy BB. So I'm lining up a torpedo here for the Conqueror. Then guns on the Petro. Wreck the Petro. Here come the Torps. Fired them too early. I got the 3 hits, a flood, and some secondaries. Pop the heal. And just like that, I'm up to 2 kills and 61,000 damage. So as you saw, her concealment is 10.6 with modules and captain skills. She's very stealthy. Her air detect is 9.9. That's max conceal. If you do feel the urge to fire your guns in smoke, being 20-inch ones, they're gonna give you away to 16.4 kilometers. Des Moines was showing his position. Let's see what happens. 2 pens, 1 sit. Des Moines is down. Just like that, we're up to 3 kills. So overall, I really think this is a unique battleship at its tier. You've got a few other speedy ones, a few other ones like Shikishima, but having the speed, the super heal and the torpedoes does make her very different. She has the guns to cause damage, fairly good accuracy, I believe. From my impressions, I found the guns to be quite accurate. Though 27, I only got the 1 sit. We'll see what we do with it next. The super heal makes her really, really durable. In these kind of positions where no one's getting your side and you can push in, the super heal's just going to really pay for itself. You're going to take that soft damage, you let the fires burn, and then you pop it. Overall though, I think she will need moderate to high skill level. You can't just sail out there showing your broadsides to a BB. You will get clapped. They will make a mincemeat of you if you give them any disrespect by showing your broadside. They're going to completely disrespect you. Speaking of disrespect, the Montana goes down. 4 kills, 139,000, and we pop our second heal. So for randoms, I think this boat will be absolutely fine. A lot of fun, as you can see. She has the speed to really get up there. She goes at a base of 33 knots. She turns at a 1,160 meter turning radius, a 12.8 second rudder shift time. Those are with kitted out, but I have generally I put on acceleration. I can't recall, but generally acceleration for my BBs. But for randoms, I think she'll be absolutely fine. For ranked, I think this boat will be a blast. Having the ability to get onto a flank of slow moving, like a Shikishima or anything slow, will be a plus. Taking on things like Ohio's or Schlieffens, you've got torpedoes, you've got guns, so if they give you any side angles, you're absolutely going to spank them. But for clan battles, she would be an interesting choice. The guns will hurt, as I said. They will overmatch 35mm of armor, so the issue, and she has the speed to get about in clan battles, as you can see here. With the speed boost up, she can go quite zippy. The issue being, if she shows enough side and she gets focus fired, if you're doing a gamer turnout, if you get caught out and you've got to turn around, she could go down rather quickly. Still 25-26k on the Shikishima. We've got a Yoshino still here. Those are the base stats on the Incomparable. We'll see how we go here. We've got a Yoshino still in front of us and a Shikishima. Now this video was recorded when it had 28 seconds, so I do have 1 second better gun DPM. I am running reload module on the boat. You do have a spotter plane. Did forget about the consumables. You do have a Battleship DCP that runs for 16.5 seconds, improved heal of 1680 per second, running for 22 seconds. So you get 2 charges stock, so I recommend Emergency Repair Expert to get that third one. You get a speed boost of 8%, plus 8% on your speed for 3 minutes, you get 3 charges. Hydro, you get a 3-minute duration as well. With 3 charges, the Hydro lets you detect torpedoes out to 3.8 kilometers, and 3 kilometers for ships, a standard spotter plane with 4 charges. So with the spotter plane, I really wouldn't recommend getting range mod. Reload mod will completely suffice. Shiki goes down. We've got a Yoshino. He now enters the fray. 195, 5 kills, 5 sits. So you can see reloading another 20 seconds. Yoshi's trying to get his torps off here. Here's my salvo. He's only angled at 36 degrees, and that's a double sit, but he gets his torpedoes off. So 239. Enemy Yoshino does take me down. But you can see here at the end of the game, 239,000 damage, 6 kills, 7 sits. With those 20-inch guns, she's quite strong. Looking at the end XP here, mid 2000s for 6 kills, it was a pretty good result. In the end, I would recommend this Battleship. I'm going to buy it when it comes out. I don't have a coupon. I'm just going to go out there and get it. Anything with these caliber 20-inch guns is well worth the time and money. If people show you any side, any disrespect to those guns, make them pay. And if you've got the tools in close, if someone rushes you, you've got torps, you've got hydro, you got utility in this one. I think this one is bang for buck and well worth it. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you have enjoyed the content, please click that subscribe button in YouTube, or give me a follow on my Twitch channel with the details in the description below. I'll see you out there on the seas. Until then, take care.